What's to YouTube fam? It's your girl TK, and today I have decided that I wanted to get online and speak to you guys about Kyle Rittenhouse as well as Donald Trump. Now, I want you guys to know that I did do a video on Kyle Rittenhouse about 4, maybe 6 months ago, and I basically let you guys know in detail how I felt about Kyle Rittenhouse, how I felt about him going to a protest using a gun at a very young age. He was about 17 years of age, and basically killing 2 Black Lives Matter protesters. You know what I'm saying? I gave you the good on it. Now, I want you guys to know, if you want to know exactly how I felt about that situation, then I really think you should check out that video. As a matter of fact, I'm going to leave it in the description box below, or I'll probably put a link in so you'll know how to, get to that video. But I want you guys to know, I'm just going to let you know, I'm going to keep it real, okay? I told you my opinion. I think the guy was guilty. I think they let him go. You know what I'm saying? Now, I want you guys to know, someone stood out to me, which made me think more and more about prosecutorial misconduct. And that person was a guy named Gage Cruz. Now, I want to look back for a moment because I want you guys to know, on my little vision board, I wrote down some things about this individual. Number one, I want you guys to know that this man was an ambulance employee. He was a part of medical staff. He was at the protest, but he was not the protester. You know what I'm saying? He just said, you know what, I want to provide medical care. But here it is, this guy who is supposed to be providing medical care is the person who is holding the gun. Like, how in the fudge is that possible? How is it possible that you are there for medical care, but you're the same person who is holding the gun? Now, I want you guys to understand something that I found very, very much so interesting. This person who is holding a gun shot at Kyle Rittenhouse. Kyle Rittenhouse shot at him. He did not inflict harm to Kyle Rittenhouse, but Kyle Rittenhouse did inflict harm to him. Nothing very much so major. But what really got my attention is this is a person that is holding a gun in hand. And he was not killed. But guess who was killed? The protesters. People that was not holding guns, they were killed. What I found very interesting was that, when you're thinking about prosecutorial misconduct, why didn't nobody say anything to GK, which is Gross Cruz? Why didn't nobody question him? He was supposed to be there for medical assistance, medical care, providing somebody some type of help me. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those situations. So how would you come there to provide medical assistance, but you got a gun in your hand? Now, one of the things I want you guys to understand is that Kyle Rittenhouse, you know what I'm saying, would like to say, and one of the things he's working with the Republican Party with now is the Second Amendment right. And I don't know if you guys realize it, but the Second Amendment right is the right to carry a firearm. You know what I'm saying? And the right to protect yourself. But the question that I would have for you is, if you went to a protest and you know that there was going to be protesters there, why did you feel like you needed to protect yourself when you know these people were going to be advocating because someone lost their lives due to police brutality? It was a Black Lives Matter protest, and he basically hunted someone down like a deer, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like the whole incident could have been handled correctly. So when Donald Trump is saying he should not have endured that, I kind of think that he should have been questioned. But not only him, he wasn't the only one who received sympathy, empathy. Gage Cruz received empathy as well. And, no one questioned Gage. No one is asking him any questions about what really is tea. His responsibilities. Why was he carrying a gun? Why did he feel the need to shoot at Kyle Rittenhouse? Which continued to cause a chain reaction, the butterfly effect. The Second Amendment right, where they are now shooting Black Lives Matter protesters. The behavior, it was illegal. Or I shouldn't be saying the butterfly, it's actually the black effect. Like that song with Beyonce? It's the black effect. Put your hands up high. This is not a test. Put your hands up high. Fudge a false arrest. It's one of those situations. And it should not be happening. One of the things I want you guys to understand is that this was a Black Lives Matter protest. That means that someone was out there protesting due to, police brutality. Someone was killed illegally. It was very much so an unfortunate incident. But one of the things that I need you to understand, I need you to make sure that you are looking at is the fact. The fact is that there was police officers at that protest. The fact is Kyle Rittenhouse decided that he was going to become security. The fact is Kyle Rittenhouse is under the age of 18 years old, and he was carrying a firearm when he crossed state lines. He was not in his hometown. Hey, you may say he was at work, but he was not where he resides. And he decided to take action and put it in his own hands instead of calling law enforcement. Gage Cruz, the medical employee, the staff, they did the same thing. This individual is trained in medical care. He understands, patient safety. And guess what he did? He shot that gun. The question is, why did no one ask him? Why didn't he request medical assistance, police assistance? That's what he should have been asking for. Police assistance. Help. 911. That's who he should have called. And I am so confused on how they feel like this case did not have any issues with prosecutorial misconduct. Because in my opinion, it did. It's just literally plain and clear. And again, I still believe in my heart that this individual got away with criminal acts. And if you did the crime, you should do the time. I wholeheartedly believe in it. You know what I'm saying? And if I did something wrong, I need to basically be held accountable. He should not be receiving any leniency. This was prosecutorial misconduct. It's right there in black and white. Or in my opinion, blue and black. It's there. It's literally right there. All you have to do is look at the facts. Anyhow, guys, I just wanted to give you an update on Donald Trump as well as Kyle Rittenhouse and just that hidden figure that's there, Gage Cruz. He's very much so important. He has a lot to do with this case. Anyhow, peace, love, and happiness, y'all. Y'all stay safe, stay blessed. And remember always, darling, mind your motherfucking business. I am out this bitch. Bye.